Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to cut through the noise, get you the essential insights from the sources you share. And today, wow, we're jumping into something fun, the world of hairstyling gadgets. We're looking past, the shiny ads. We have this great list, top 10 hairstyling gadgets. And our mission really is to unpack these things. Like, how do they save time? Sure, enhanced style, but also what's the clever tech? What about hair health? Let's get into it.
Absolutely. And what's really interesting, I think, is how these tools show more than just a desire for convenience. They kind of reflect a shift, in how we approach our beauty routines. It's tech meeting self-care. These aren't just about looking good. They're often smart solutions to common problems, offering new ways to be efficient, versatile.
Totally. And I was honestly surprised by some of these. I think you will be too. We've got the usual suspects, maybe, but also some real aha moments coming up. Practical stuff for you. So let's just dive right in. We'll start our countdown with some serious time savers, multitaskers, starting at number 10. Okay, kicking us off, number 10 is the automatic hair braider. Now, if you've ever spent ages trying to get a braid right, only for it to look, well, messy, this sounds amazing. The source says, basically, love braids, hate the time. This twists for you in seconds. Quick, stylish looks. I mean, I remember trying fancy braids before school dances. Total nightmare sometimes. This taps right into that need for speed, right?
It really does. And
Yeah.
the perfect example of this bigger trend we're seeing, automation in beauty. Taking something that needed skill, practice, time, and just zip, making it simple. And the engineering isn't simple, getting machines to handle hair without tangling it. At speed, that's clever. It makes certain styles accessible to way more people, turns a chore into something quick.
That's a great point about automation. But, does making it too easy, does it stop people learning the actual skill or rely too much on tech?
That's a fair point to raise. I see it differently, though. It automates the tricky twisting part, sure, but maybe that frees you up. You get the perfect braid base easily. Then you can focus on being creative, adding things, styling around it. It shifts the skill, maybe, from just finger work to, overall vision.
Interesting way to look at it. Okay, moving on, sticking with quick and convenient. Number 9, the cordless hair curler. This one also feels kind of futuristic, the source says. Pop hair in, press button, boom, perfect curls on the go. No wires, no fuss.
That no wires part is huge, isn't it? Like doing your hair in the car or just anywhere. Oh, absolutely. If you connect this to the bigger picture, that freedom really changes things. How we get ready, where we get ready. Cordless isn't brand new, but in high-heat tools like this, that's a jump. The real magic is the battery tech, lithium-ion, getting better, heating elements more efficient. You need enough power, consistent heat, but it has to be safe, small. Just makes good styling results so much more portable, accessible anywhere, really.
Right, because heating takes a lot of juice. So how do the batteries get good enough for this and keep it safe?
Well, it's about energy density, packing more power into less space, less weight. That's been key. But just as crucial is managing the heat. Thermal management systems. They have to get rid of excess heat so the battery doesn't overheat and the handle stays cool. It's a key balance. Power, portability, safety.
That flexibility sounds amazing. Okay, number 8, the heated hair straightening brush. What I like here is how it combines 2 steps. Our list says you can comb and straighten at the same time, saving half the effort. Think smooth, frizz-free hair, fast. It's not just speed, it's fewer steps. Which, let's face it, some mornings feel way too long already.
Exactly. It's a really smart integration. Traditionally you'd use a comb, then a flat iron section by section. The brush format feels more maybe intuitive, and the heat is often gentler, more spread out than clamping with an iron. A lot of them use ceramic or tourmaline bristles, help spread heat, fight frizz with negative ions.
Yeah.
This make you wonder, though, how much time can clever design really save us? And does it get as straight as a flat iron?
Yeah, that's a good question. It seems faster, for sure. But do you get that super sleek, polished look like with a flat iron? Or is it more of a kick every day smooth?
Well, a flat iron, because it clamps down with direct heat, usually gives that really pin-straight, super polished finish. The brush is maybe better for a smooth, frizz-free look, but with a bit more natural volume left in. Great for quickly sorting out bedhead or just refreshing your style, especially if your hair is wavy or just a bit curly. It's like a softer sleek, a more natural, everyday kind of straight.
Gotcha. And simplifying is definitely the name of the game for number 7. The hairdryer brush. These things have just exploded, haven't they? And you can see why. The description says it dries, smooths, and adds volume all at once. It's like getting a salon blowout, but, in your own bathroom.
Precisely. And looking at these first few, the straightening brush, this dryer brush, there's a clear pattern, isn't there? Combining jobs, less effort. The dryer brush is Pretty impressive, technically. You've got a motor for air, a heater, and this special brush head, often oval,
Yeah.
all working together. It dries, detangles, styles, all in one go. It's
Right.
not just saving time. It makes that professional finish easier for, well, anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Lowers the skill barrier.
Okay, so we've covered the time savers, the multitaskers, gadgets making life easier. Now let's shift a bit. The next few, I think, really get into hair health, getting things just right, avoiding damage. So number 6, the scalp massager brush. Okay, maybe not the first thing you think of for styling, but super important. Our source says it feels amazing, obviously, but also improves blood circulation, reduces dandruff, helps hair growth. Boop. This is where it gets really interesting, connecting styling back to like the roots of hair health.
Yes, this is so crucial and often missed. We focus on the hair strands, right? But the scalp is where it all starts. Healthy hair needs a healthy scalp. This tool really highlights that. The massage isn't just relaxing. It mechanically stimulates blood flow in the scalp. Microcirculation. More blood flow means more nutrients, more oxygen getting to the hair follicles, the living part. That helps growth, vitality. Plus, it can help exfoliate clear buildup, flakes. Tackles dandruff at the source. It's proactive hair care, literally at the root.
It's easy to just think, oh, a massager, that feels nice. But you're saying there's actual biology behind the benefits, like real science.
Oh, absolutely. Think about preparing soil before you plant seeds. A healthy scalp environment is essential for strong hair. Regular massage can also ease tension in the scalp muscles. Some theories link tension to restricted blood flow. So yeah, it's way more than just feeling good. It's a tool for genuinely improving scalp and, therefore, hair health.
Right, and staying with healthy hair. Number 5 is the LED hair straightener. This isn't just your standard straightener, it's about precision. The source notes it uses advanced heat technology with LED display control so you get the perfect temperature every time, no more accidental burning. That's huge for anyone worried about heat damage.
Huge. You really can't overestimate how important precise temperature control is for heat styling. Different hair types need different heat levels, right? Fine hair, thick hair, color-treated hair, they all react differently. Using too much heat is a fast track to damage, dryness, breakage. The LED display isn't the heat source itself, obviously. It's the interface for really accurate temperature controls inside. Lets you dial in the exact heat your hair needs. Prevents that common mistake of just whacking it up to max, which can, well, fry your hair. Protects its integrity.
A lot of tools say advanced heat. What makes the LED display part so key compared to just like a low, medium, high dial?
Well, the styles are often pretty vague, aren't they? Medium on one tool might be totally different on another. An LED gives you a specific number, degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit. Often you could adjust it in small steps. That precision lets you find the sweet spot for your hair and use it consistently. Takes out the guesswork, reduces the risk. It's informed control.
Makes sense. That balances everything. And for people who want curls but want to skip the heat completely, number 4 is perfect. The heatless curling rod. The idea is so simple, it's almost old-fashioned but effective. Wrap hair around it overnight, wake up with curls, 0 heat damage. It's gentle, effective, delivers results without the worry.
And this taps right into that growing desire for, hair-friendly styling. We're more aware now of long-term heat damage. Heat tools are fast, get a strong hold, yeah. But daily use can really mess with the hair's protein structure. Heatless methods like these rods are just clever, gentle. They work with the hair's natural properties. Hair has memory. When it's damp, hydrogen bonds break. As it dries, they reform in the new shape, in this case, a curl. No thermal stress. It's a more kind of holistic approach.
So is this just like bringing back old techniques? Or is there new science making these heatless things work better now?
I think it's a bit of both, actually. The basic idea setting, damp hair, yeah, that's been around forever. But the materials are better now. These rods are often silk or satin or soft foam. Less friction, less snagging, comfier to sleep on. And yeah, our understanding of hair science helps us see why it works and why it's good for hair health over time. It's smart simplicity.
Okay, crunch time. We are down to the top 3. These are the gadgets that really shine for portability, trend setting, or just doing it all. Number 3, the mini travel hair iron. This one's almost a given for frequent travelers, right? Source says. Compact, lightweight, perfect for styling on the go, must have for the travel bag. It's about keeping your style up wherever you are.
Absolutely reflects our mobile lives, doesn't it?
Mm.
People travel for work, fun. They want their routines, they want to look good, even with limited luggage space. The trick is shrinking down the heating elements, the controls, without losing performance or safety. That's the engineering bit. These mini irons often use good materials like ceramic or titanium, heat up fast, keep the temperature steady despite being small. It really connects personal style to that need for adaptability in our busy world.
Besides just being small, are there like trade-offs or clever tricks they use to still work well?
Well, the main trade-off is usually just a smaller plate size. So if you have really long or thick hair, it might take a few more passes. But the clever bits include things like dual voltage, so you can use them abroad, really fast heat-up times. And often they come with heat-resistant pouches, so you can pack them away quickly. They're built for convenience on the move.
Got it. Now, for people who like playing with texture, maybe bringing back a retro vibe, runner-up at number 2 is the hair crimper tool. The list says, crimp styles are making a comeback, create fun, textured looks in minutes. It shows how trends circle back, right? And tools make it easy.
Totally. It highlights that cyclical nature of fashion. Things come back, often with a twist. Crimping brings back the 80s, 90s vibe, but maybe used differently now. Not always a full head, maybe just for root volume or texture in an updo. What's neat is how a specific tool, like the crimper with its zigzag plates, lets anyone jump on that trend easily, democratizes the look.
It's funny how trends repeat. Do these tools just let us do the old styles again, or do they let us, like, reinvent them?
I'd say both.
Hmm.
It enables the technique again, for sure.
Yeah.
But how people use it changes, like I said, maybe more subtle now. Plus, the tools themselves are usually better heat control, smoother plates, allows for more refined results than the originals maybe.
And now, the big reveal, the number 1 spot. It's the multifunctional hair styler. This is the ultimate all-rounder. The source calls it the ultimate hair gadget because it can straighten, curl, wave, and even add volume. It's like a whole styling kit in one. So what's the big deal here?
This gadget really pulls together everything we've been talking about. It's the peak of that desire for consolidation, maximum usefulness, efficiency. Instead of needing 5 different tools cluttering up your space, you have one device for a huge range of styles. The technical challenge is pretty massive, though. Designing one airflow system, one heating element that works perfectly for straightening and curling and waving, that's tough. Straightening needs direct, even heat. Curling often needs airflow, different temps. It just shows what consumers want now. Versatility, value, simpler routines. It's the pinnacle of packing everything into one tool.
Wow. It really does feel like the endpoint convenience does everything, maybe even safer heat. But what's the hardest part technically in making one tool do all that well?
I think the biggest challenge is avoiding compromise. Historically, multi-tools sometimes did lots of things. Okay-ish, but nothing great. The modern ones try to overcome that with smarter tech. Sensors, better heat distribution, and especially those interchangeable attachments. Each attachment is designed specifically for one job, while the main body provides the controlled power and heat. So versatility doesn't hopefully kill performance.
What a ride through these gadgets. Seriously, we've seen so much innovation, from pure speed with the braiders and cordless tools, to health focus with scalp massagers and precise heat, right up to these super versatile tools. It really hammers home our mission, right? Giving you that shortcut, cutting through the noise to find what's actually interesting and useful.
Exactly. And fundamentally what these gadgets do is they give people more control over their style, their time. With more ease, more precision, maybe even more care for their hair. They make complex styling accessible, even fun, allows for more experimenting. Which raises a good question for you, the listener, when you think about your own routine.
Yeah, definitely. As this tech keeps evolving, where does it go next? What's the next frontier? Are we going to see like AI stylers that analyze your hair and pick the settings for you? Or maybe something totally new, ways to get perfect hair with like 0 effort? Something to think about anyway. Thanks so much for joining us for this deep dive.